What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of A Playmaker's View. I'm your host, as always, Jayme. Appreciate you guys joining the show. Today I have a returning guest. His name is Travis Tingle. If you guys don't know about Travis, you can refer back to that video, but you're also going to learn a lot about him in today's episode. Coach Travis has done a lot in the St. Louis area with Harris Stowe State University and the Gamers Academy, which is a really good organization in St. Louis. He also played professional ball and attended Louisville University. So he's got a lot of experience on the field, and he's transferred that over to kind of the off-the-field stuff. He's now a coach, which this podcast is going to be about. He got a job at Toledo. So we're going to dive into his new job and his excitement for that. I know I'm excited for him. I'm sure he's super stoked about that new opportunity. So you guys are going to learn a lot about him and kind of what he's going to do at Toledo. He's an assistant coach over there, but he does a lot with the pitchers. So without further ado, we're going to get things going. I'm going to introduce Travis, and I hope you guys do enjoy this video. All right, guys, so like I said, I have a returning guest with me, Travis Tingle. First, before we get started, Coach, I want you to kind of introduce yourself for the people that don't know you, what you've been up to, and what your future is looking like for you.
Been on the show before with you. Got a couple, I guess, new titles this time, but Travis Tingle, volunteer assistant at University of Toledo. It's Division I in Toledo, Ohio. We play in the MAC conference.
Gotcha. So how did that job come about? I know you've been working with Harris Stowe for a while, doing a lot of good stuff over there. So did you kind of reach out to them, or did they kind of reach out to you?
I have known their volley last year was ex-NAI guy for IU Southeast, and I had followed him a little bit, and the head coach at that school actually runs kind of like a how am I trying to say it, like an athletic shop. Like they do plyo balls as well, tramps, kind of like a drive-on thing, but it's his own company. So I have dealt with him by purchasing stuff for Harris Stowe in the past. So I saw a tweet go out that Toledo was looking for a volunteer that wanted to be a pitching guy, and my first initial contact was texting him and seeing if he'd be interested, if the head coach would be interested in me, and I think he probably texted me back like an hour later with the head coach's information and told me to email him my stuff and just to text him and introduce myself.
Gotcha. So what kinds of things are you going to be doing there? Just kind of working with the pitchers, kind of like you did at Harris Stowe, or is there a specific, I guess, job for you?
Yeah, I would say the specific job, I'm still going to be with the pitchers, but more as like the bullpen. A problem that they said that they had was like guys coming in and not being ready to go coming out of the bullpen. So I think they want to emphasize that because they do have good arms, and they have one of the best offenses in the MAC. So if we can get the pitching situated, then it should be a big year for us.
So I know it's a lot different because you were that main guy at Harris Stowe. So how are you gonna transfer anything from what you did there, or is it gonna be a little bit of a different approach for you?
I mean, I think that's the reason why I'm here is because they want a different maybe spin on stuff, or maybe guys need a different voice. And you know as well as I do, pitching, like different cues for different people can work no matter who's saying it. So maybe just having a fresh face in and having a guy that's done with like getting guys to their full capability. Not saying that these guys aren't, but just some new stuff, I mean, could really like ignite guys and really get them off to a right start.
Yeah, it's always nice to have a new face. I also wanted to ask you, so you played at Louisville and in the like professional level. So do you think that's going to help you also in the coaching aspect of it to shed a light on what you've had in your experience and teach them that, just to kind of show them the ropes, I guess?
I think it does. I mean, being able to play at a high level, I think any kid is going to listen to you more, if that makes sense. I mean, I wouldn't say that if you're a coach that if you don't have that experience, like players won't listen to you, but if you've been there and literally have done the same steps that they've done at that level and you've accomplished stuff at another level that they want to be at, I feel like what you say could help kids more, and maybe they agree with it, or maybe, how can I say it? Maybe they will take it to heart more and try to use it more, as in just like, oh, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. He's never played anywhere, like, and just brush it off to the side.
Yeah. So I know Harris Stowe doesn't have like the greatest facilities as a Division One would have. So are you excited for that aspect of it, having that ability to use your different resources for a Division One program?
I mean, baseball is baseball. I mean, some teams have it, some teams don't. I don't think that was ever a factor for me or for guys going. I think for Harris Stowe, the opportunity to play and giving kids second chances and giving kids a chance to keep playing baseball while getting an education that could keep them out of student debt and to get them on the right path to be successful in life. But as you do say, that there are kids out there that it's Division One or nothing, or they see the facilities, they see the extra stuff, and there's a lot of kids out there that like that stuff, and there's no ill will towards them, but that's not something that, like, I would like to see in kids. Like, I want kids that want, still same thing I hear. So I want kids that want to work hard. They'll bust their ass. They're good teammates, and they'll do anything to win. Just that dog mentality that when they step on the mound, they're the best dude on the team, no matter what team they're playing.
Yeah. Is there something from Harris Stowe that you really appreciate? I know CJ was a great coach, and I'm sure he helped you out a ton. So is there anyone that really kind of helped you throughout the journey? And you did some stuff with the gamers as well. So is there someone that's really kind of impacted you? Because doing a transition from being a player to a coach is a little bit different. So was there someone that helped guide the way, or did you just kind of go about it yourself and learn as you went on?
Obviously, first and foremost, it has to be CJ. I mean, like I said, moving to St. Louis after I got done playing, I literally was just sending blind emails to people, and he literally called me as soon as I pressed send. So first and foremost, it has to be CJ. Then he also got me in with All-Star Performance facility in Kirkwood and the St. Louis Gamers. The next two is probably neck and neck would be Matt Whiteside and Dave Pregon, both owners of All-Star, and Matt's the owner of the Gamers, giving me an opportunity to work with guys and trust that I can do the plan that he wanted. I would say another one would be Andy Marks, just the stuff that he's done at Mach 1 and really the development that he has shown and what he has learned literally on his own. And me just sitting there watching, like, not even probably him knowing, but sitting there watching him teach kids and instruct kids, just picking up little stuff here and there. That's a big thing. And I mean, the last two would have to be a couple guys at Harris Stowe that I've grown with and that I talk to all the time. And it had to be Stephen Wells and DeJuan Griffin, just their stories that they have and what they've accomplished at Harris Stowe. And Juan's still there. He's just got named second team reliever in the Hoots League this summer, and he is probably poised to be a all AMC selection if COVID didn't shut it down early. He led the conference in innings, and just seeing what he's been through and his lifestyle and him just immersing everything into baseball and trying to learn, and just those two guys have really. It shows what coaching and teaching, like, can bring a light on. Like, they're on my own two kids. And I say that, but Wells has turned into, like, a little brother. So just those two guys at Harris Stowe have really shown, like, that I can make a difference in some kids' lives and can keep them going in the right path.
Yeah. So, what are you most excited for? I know that's all good stuff, and you have a long journey ahead of you. So, what does the future look like for you? You're probably going to be at Toledo for a few more years, but do you have an ultimate goal at the end of the day? Teaching kids, like you said, allowing them to get past, like, their tough times and all this stuff. So, is there something that inspires you as a coach that you want to just keep going into your future, and that you really want to like at the end of the day, when you call it quits, what is something that you want to say that you've accomplished?
My ultimate goal is just to be a Division I head or a Division I pitching coach. I just want to be one of the guys people talk about. Like I want to be one of the best pitching coaches out there, and if I keep growing and excelling and helping kids lead them down the right path, I think that's not a crazy thing to think that I can accomplish. But in the grand scheme of things, I just want to help kids get to levels that I wasn't able to. I want to teach them the things that maybe that I didn't take very seriously, or maybe that I brushed off with my coaches. I just want kids to know that there's something bigger than baseball, but baseball can also help you do things that you thought you couldn't do by helping you get an education or using the traits that you learn in the game of baseball to help you in your career path and be successful. And I mean, I tell kids all the time, like, don't ever tell somebody you can't do it. Like, you got to reach for the stars, and you got to keep reaching till you no longer can. And in today's world, in today's America, I mean, it is literally, you can do whatever you set your mind to with the way social media is or entrepreneurship and stuff like that. So that's my biggest thing, is I want to make sure that kids can be able to do the stuff that I couldn't do.
For sure. Yeah, I appreciate you coming on. I think that's an awesome message. I wish you the best of luck. I know you're going to do some great things over there, and hopefully it leads to you getting that big position, because I know you work just as hard as the players do. So I'm sure, I know I appreciate what you've done for me, even though it wasn't, too much of time, but I really do appreciate it, and I appreciate you coming on. If you have any final thoughts, I'd love to hear it, but like I said, thank you.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. I mean, and whoever listens and people out there, like I said, don't let people tell you can't do something. If your dream is to be a Division I athlete, then bust your butt and go after it. If your dream is to be a professional athlete, then start working on being professional. Like, those dudes are professional athletes because of the way they treat others, the way they treat themselves, the way they work. And if you start doing that at a young age, or even a high school level age or a college level age, that can only help you in your future once you've reached that professionalism.
For sure. Like I said, thank you for coming on. I wish you the best of luck. Guys, if you don't know Travis, please go follow him. He's going to do some great things over at Toledo. But that's going to do it for us this week on A Playmaker's View. I want to thank you guys for listening, and we'll be back with you guys next week for another episode.